Improving in Fortnite is actually easy once you understand the fundamentals of how to improve. I'm going to go over some of these fundamentals so you guys can actually improve in Fortnite. So the first thing you're going to actually have to do is practice regularly. Consistent practice is really key to improving in Fortnite, and a lot of players don't understand this. They go ahead and they just play the game aimlessly and enjoy playing Battle Royale, which is definitely something you can go ahead and do to practice, but you really need to spend the time in the game getting familiar with mechanics and the controls so you guys can improve in Fortnite. Practicing these things regularly are going to help you guys improve in Fortnite rather quickly. Before I get into the other tips, it would be super helpful if you guys dropped a like and maybe even consider subscribing to the channel, as it does help me out a lot. The second thing you guys need to do to improve in Fortnite is actually practice your aiming. There are a lot of things in Fortnite you need to be good at, and aiming is crucial. If you don't practice your aim in some aim trainer, or at least practice in like 1v1s, just focusing on hitting headshots, hitting those body shots in those close combat conditions, you're going to lose your fights more often than not. There are so many times where I choke and edit or mess up my builds and get in a really sketchy situation, and it turns into a full out 50-50, and it just comes down to who's going to out aim who. And if I hit a really great headshot or absolutely laser my opponent, I end up winning that trade even though I was at a disadvantage, just because I simply out aimed my opponent. So practicing your aim in different aim trainers is going to help you so much when it comes to improving in Fortnite. Now, this is not something you're going to get overnight. This is something that comes to you over time with consistent practice, which kind of goes back to my first point. The second thing you're going to need to do to improve in Fortnite, and this will really accelerate your progress, is learn from other players. If you have a friend that's better than you and 10-0s you, ask him to 1v1 you for a few rounds. Let him beat you a few rounds. Then ask him what you're doing wrong, what he's doing to beat you, and learn from them. More often than not, Fortnite players are looking to share their information when they're asked, because at the end of the day, 10-0ing someone is only enjoyable for so long. It'd be much more enjoyable to have a competitive opponent, and them helping you improve is going to help them improve as well. So learning from others is going to be super helpful in that one-on-one situation, and of course by watching videos and streams of pro Fortnite players is also going to help you improve as well. So learning from other players, again, is definitely something you need to do, I believe, to accelerate your progress and improving in Fortnite. Now, I didn't fully understand this when I first started playing the game, but you need to understand the map. Now, I've talked about this in other videos before, but understanding the map is a key component to improving your game. You need to familiarize yourself with the map's landing locations, because if you end up rotating into a location you've never been in before, you might get lost in a sense and completely put yourself in a terrible position by accident because you didn't know the map well. Also, you need to know how to navigate quickly around the map using different vehicles, know where they spawn, understand where zip lines and all the different mobility aspects of the game are, and also knowing your loot path is going to help you significantly. I had no idea what I was doing when I started this game, and getting a loot path helped me so much. Kind of gave me something to focus on and practice on that I understood, that was planned out, that I didn't have to think about anymore while I practice other components of my game. So understanding the map and getting yourself a loot path is going to help you a ton. Now, adjusting your settings is a very touchy subject amongst Fortnite players. You're going to hear people say never change your settings. You're going to see people tell you to change your settings all the time. But I think the truth is once you find settings that work for you and you're able to do the things effectively, sometimes it's worthwhile to adjust your settings slightly to optimize them. I've had to change my binds several times because I had bad binds in certain situations, and also I've had to decrease my sensitivity a ton, which has helped me with my aim. Yes, it took me a while to get used to the building aspect with that, but I highly suggest that once you've gotten your settings down pat and you're starting to find major errors in your binds and in your sensitivity, that you take the time to correct them. It will only take you about 3 days to 2 weeks to fully adjust to these new settings depending on what you're changing. And I'm telling you right now, some of these changes will make you so much better at Fortnite if you guys make these adjustments once you've found your sweet spot. Now, of course, I can tell you to sit here and work on your editing, work on your building, work on your mechanics, and sit here and grind for hours, but everybody else is going to tell you that. But I have this tip that I really wish a lot of Fortnite players would understand, and that is to stay calm and stay positive. I suffer from tilt, major tilt when I'm losing in this game, and it is a terrible toxic thing that will completely ruin your experience with the game and hinder you from progressing. Better players aren't going to want to play with you if you behave in a certain way. You're not going to learn from your mistakes because you're blaming everything else for your death. And it's just a terrible situation. You're not going to be able to focus and improve because you're so angry. You're making bad edits, you're making sloppy edits, you're not doing the right things, you're missing your shots, and you're just not playing well overall. So you need to find a way to manage your anger when you're playing this game. Some people I play with, it's like they die 1,000 times in the dumbest ways and it doesn't faze them at all. If you're one of those people, honestly, I'm so happy you are, but I know a lot of us struggle with rage in this game and in many other games as well. And if you can figure out a way to manage that and change it into a more progressive and productive way of thinking, you guys will improve in Fortnite way faster than you'd imagine. Since I've stopped blaming other players and RNG, I've improved a lot more since I've started doing that. So these are the ways I recommend you guys improve in Fortnite. Like any other video game, it's going to take time and a lot of practice, but if you guys use these tips, it will definitely help you guys get better faster and more effectively, hopefully smooth out some of the bumps in the road. Especially if you're one of those advanced players, these are the things that you might want to consider. Hopefully you liked the video. If you liked the video, please do drop a like, comment, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.